What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in this video of Xross Chronicle, let's discuss should you be really getting Lucy or Yuhwa whenever you are given a choice as a beginner. Whenever you are clearing the contents, especially the adventure content or the story content, you will be given the choice at certain places or let's say certain stages that to choose the Yuhwa bead or the Lucy bead. Now that is actually a very tricky questions right out there. Even though they are really like 3-star net character units, they are very impressive indeed. All right, provided that they are equipped with their costumes, they can really improve their capability or let's say their potential in the battlefield. And now which character to really choose? Obviously, for so many beginners out there, this is actually a very huge questions, and I was not really thinking that I really don't think that it can actually make a really huge difference later on in the game. And man, was I not wrong? It actually does, guys. All right, so that's why I'm making this video today for you guys in order to help you guys on whether you should pull the, or let's say whether you should choose the option to get the Yuhwa bead or the Lucy bead in the adventure mode, okay, whenever you are clearing the adventure maps. Okay, so right over here, guys, first of all, let's talk about the Yuhwa. Okay, right over here, guys, for both of them, their costumes are going to be very essential, especially when you are trying to fight against the opponents in the contents. Okay, and you can get those costumes from the shop, no problem at all. All you need to do is just spend 2,000 star stones. That's all. Anyways, let's start talking about her skills right at the bat. First of all, her first main skill is really great. The next thing that you have to really note is that she's a magic type damage dealing type of like unit. She's of attack type. Okay, so that means like she really excels on dealing a lot of damage. Okay, so let's try to just max her out and let's see like what we can see. Okay, so right over here, guys, it says break down 4 enemies in the nearby range for 10 seconds and attack them for 10,032 attack. Now breakdown is very good, especially when it actually is inflicted over like 4 enemies at a time. This is superb. Breakdown actually increases the damage by 50% over duration, which is pretty good, right? It's really great. I really just love it. Okay, I mean, like, there should be a mechanic included with the attack type character unit who should actually be able to amplify the damage output on the enemies, and this breakdown is one of the really good thing, and being able to inflict it on 4 enemies at a time is just too awesome. Okay, I just really like this one. How about the second main skill? It says attack 3 enemies in the front range with a total of 8,669 attack. Well, it doesn't have any kind of like side effect. It's just a plain old same like like a plain attack. Okay, that's all there is to it. Provided that the opponents are still in the breakdown status effect, she can pretty much deal a very good damage even with the swirl as well. How about with the sub skill 1 passive? Okay, it generates additional HP of 19,388 to yourself for 30 seconds. Wow, that's really great. Now I really like this. Okay, this one is where this like thing really lies. Okay, I mean like her secret. Okay, if you actually give her the costume, what's gonna happen is that like when her additional HP barrier, this one actually like expires after that 30-second period, she's actually gonna inflict breakdown on all the nearby enemies for up to 10 seconds if she has the costume with her. Okay, and she also gets a very huge boost in her power, agility, and the intellect, and that will also like obviously improve her potential on the battlefield, I think by 700 points. All right, so yeah, that's that. So that's the Yuhwa for you guys. And the next one is going to be the sub skill number 2, passive flow of essence. Increases your magic penetration by 20. Wow, magic penetration means like you are pretty much going to ignore some sort of like magic resistance of the opponent. That means like you are pretty much dealing a very high amount of damage to the opponents. And magic penetration damage by 2,937. Jesus, that's great. And also increases the magic penetration by 20 and magic penetration damage by 2,937 bonus or additional when you or allies are using main skill 5 times. Okay, so if they are using main skill like 5 times over, like she's gonna get that other buff right off the bat. Okay, so which is pretty great. If you really want to make a really great magical damage output with her, you can pretty much pair her up with units like Gonglim. Okay, she can pretty much pair up with that kind of like unit very nicely. Okay, and it's really great. You can put her on the front line as well if you really don't want to get any sort of like a disadvantage or let's say penalty of fusion rate, but if you can improve our fusion rate later on. So in short, guys, she is really an amazing unit because like she can actually break down the opponents, and with her costume she can provide that additional breakdown. That means like you will be able to deal a massive amount of damage to the opponents over time, either as a human or as a yokai. She's actually going to do well. If you really want to use her as yokai, please try to pair her up with units like Ganglim. It's going to be really, really great indeed. And with that additional HP, obviously it's going to really help her to tank some further extra damage incoming on her. So obviously it will improve her own durability or endurance during the battle, or she can improve the endurance or durability of those human units that she is going to pair up with. So that's Yuhwa for you guys. So I think she is really an amazing unit. You would really love to get her right at the bat, no problem at all. It's really great. But how about the next unit? Okay, the next unit is gonna be this guy, I mean like this woman right over here, who is Lucy. Now she is a meta, okay, I mean like hands down. Yes, Yuhwa is very, very awesome. I really love her, especially due to her costume. She actually can compete with the 4-star net characters level to level, no problem at all, okay. But when it comes to Lucy, there's something totally different, okay. I mean like she is like a very good disabler right out there in the this entire gaming content, okay. She's a range type unit. First of all, you need to actually take care of that one. I mean like note of that one. Her role is of attack type. That means like she's also going to deal some really good damage, but it's not the damage that we are really after, okay. When she's around, it's something else that we are really gonna look after, okay. So what is it gonna be? So let's first talk about the skills, and then I'm actually going to tell you some secret, okay, about her. Basic attack attacks one enemy, no problem at all. Second thing is this aiming. Main skill number 1, active. It says attack 3 enemies in the front range with 15,378 attack and increases your attack range by 30% for 10 seconds. Okay, so there we go. That means like she will be able to, you know, like maintain her distance from the opponent, and this will also really be very hard for the opponent to pretty much like, you know, close the gap between you and them. That means like she will be able to survive during the battle, especially in the arena content, because like more closer you get, the more harm you will receive, and then like you might actually get knocked out really fast, because obviously she can actually have a very squishy stat, okay, being an attack type unit. So I mean like it's good, but she actually doesn't provide any sort of like extra negative status effect like breakdown or defense break or something like that that can improve her attack damage output. So it's like, all right, not superb though. Next one is going to be the piercing light. Attacks 4 enemies in the front range with a total of 9,143 attack. Wow, I mean like that's plain attack, okay. That's all there is to it. Nothing to actually discuss about that one. Next one is going to be reflexes. Sub skill number 1, passive, increases your attack frequency by 40%. That means like it's just gonna improve your attack speed, okay, which is really great. It's really great. And dodge by 20, okay. I mean like she's also improving her attack range and also at the same time improving her dodge. That means like she's really trying to work out on her survivability skills, okay. I mean like she's trying to become resistant towards the damage, and also increasing and also increases the attack frequency by 40% and dodge by 20 when hitting with a frequency of 10 for 10 seconds. Oh, okay. So there's always going to be a 10% chance that she's going to receive this additional bonus effect as well, which obviously is going to make her very, very, very super fast, okay. I mean like this is really great. Now I actually know why she's hitting really fast in the arena content, okay. Next thing is gonna be this second weapon. Deals 13,978 additional damage when inflicting critical hit damage during the basic attack. Now what's gonna happen is that like if she actually managed to get this critical hit damage with this second weapon, thanks to her costume, okay, please try to get her costume ASAP from this shop. Her costume has this advantage that like whenever she is, you know, like there's the additional effect with her second weapon. What's gonna happen is that like she is going to inflict fall on the opponents, okay, on all enemies, okay. As long as you are actually going to inflict the critical hit damage, they are going to fall down, and that's the thing right out there, guys. I'm like, I've been really trying to fight against the Lucy in the arena content, and she just keeps on falling my whole team over and over and over and over again. And you might be asking like, so what then? Falling, guys, the fall negative status effect, it pretty much cripples up your entire team, okay. I'm like the opponent team, whoever is going to fight against the Lucy, she's actually going to cripple up the opponent team. Okay, in the sense that like if you actually manage to fall the opponent's rhythm or the momentum will be intervened, and you know, like it kind of just like clicks off the mood. Okay, like it's a it just like disarray them. Okay, I mean like if you are going to cast a skill, you are going to do something else. I mean like you are really trying to deal some damage. It just makes them unable to use their skills. It just makes them unable to like cast the attack skills or any kind of like other sort of like attacking type of like stuffs easily. Okay, I mean like it's too bad for them. It's a very bad thing for the opponent. So for the disruption of the opponent, this second weapon having that fall effect is really great. So well, for the beginners, if you are pretty much asking me like should you really go with the Yuhwa or the Lucy, I mean like well, for right now, as this Lucy is being the current meta, she has an unfair advantage. So I would say like take Lucy. Take Lucy, okay? If you really want to have a really good time in dominating the opponents, especially in the arena content, then Lucy is gonna be really great, guys. Being able to just distort or disarray the enemies and just interrupt their rhythm or their momentum just gives you upper hand against the opponent, okay? Because if you just can cancel the skills of the opponent, it's just too good. So just look at it, guys. I mean like right over here, guys. So let's start with this Lucy right over here. This is the costume that actually makes her really great. Without this costume, she is pretty much nothing. But when she gets this costume, things are gonna get changed. Okay, lasting effect increases the power, agility, intelligence by 700. This will really allow her to compete with the 4-star net character units on par to par. Okay, next one is gonna be the second weapon. That's what I told you guys, the sub skill number 2. It attacks all enemies, not just one enemy, all enemies in the range and falls them. Guys, her range is just super cool. It's super awesome, okay? Because like she's gonna get that 30% boost on her range, right? And she is going to attack all enemies in the range and falls them, okay? And this falling is very frequent. It's very frequent. Because like for other units, like let's say Anubis or any other like character units who can pretty much inflict the fall, it's not really that long duration, okay? I mean like pretty much the opponent can come back, they can get back and start spamming you again. But this one actually comes as a sub-skill effect, and this sub-skill effect is very irritating. It actually lands, it actually like has a very high frequency, okay? And that just really cripples your opponent really frequently. And that is a very catastrophic disaster for your opponent, okay? Next one is going to be the Yuhwa right over here. What's going to happen? Increases the power, agility, intelligence by 700, just like the Lucy, okay? And it will obviously allow her to be on par with the 4-star net character units. The next one is going to be the another lasting effect. It says when additional HP effect disappears, gives breakdown effect to nearby enemies for 10 seconds. That's what I told you guys. She's gonna get that additional HP effect for about like 30 seconds, right? And after that 30 seconds, what's gonna happen? She's gonna inflict the breakdown effect to the nearby enemies for 10 seconds. So this will actually make her a breakdown specialist, okay? So there we go, guys. You can actually use her as a yokai or as a human. It's really up to you guys. She's a range type unit, so no problem at all. She's a magic type, so it will be really awesome to pair her up with a magical expert like Ganglim, or let's say, what's his name? Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, Sacramons. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So these are the, or let's say Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. Oh yeah, that's also really good as well. So I would say like please try to pick up Lucy. For right now, I'm like she's really gaining a very unfair advantage. I think even in the PvE content, she's going to have a really great time. I would say not for the boss battles, but like the pseudo or let's say the Manticore. But in the normal PvE battles, she's going to help you guys a lot. And in the arena content, I'm like she is god right now. I'm like everybody is using this Lucy. Okay, everybody, freaking everybody. Okay. And for the Yuhwa, I'm like she's a pretty much limited unit. And the next thing is that, guys, these two units are very limited in option. Okay, once you select them, that's it. Because like you cannot summon them from the summon banner. Okay, and that's the first limitation. You cannot actually craft their beads if you really do not have them in the first place. You really need to have them at least like you have to at least get their one copy in order to craft their bead. So that's that, guys. Very limited feature indeed. Okay, so yeah, That's the thing right out there, guys. So it's very important to know why you should choose Lucy or the Yuhwa. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.